Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 10.
Your brother has a penis, and it's okay for him to touch it, but it's not okay for you to touch it.
It can be an awkward conversation, but experts are saying it could protect your children against predators. Instead of using nicknames for genitals, medical professionals are encouraging parents to use the actual names, and they're pushing for parents to start using them at a younger age. Valley News Team's Melanie Palmer talked with local professionals and moms to see if this is a useful way to protect your kids.
It's a conversation a lot of you might avoid.
You had that conversation, it can be kind of awkward.
Just a little bit. No special names for them or anything.
And it's one Erica Ladisaw has had with her 3 young children. She says they know there's parts of their bodies that only they can see or touch.
We hear a lot of nicknames for private parts.
Megan Williamson with Sanford Children's Care Clinic works with a lot of kids who have been hurt or abused. And she tells us talking about the real names for body parts is taboo for a lot of parents. But she says teaching the real words could help your child if they were ever approached by a predator.
If you are afraid to talk about those parts, it kind of adds a little bit of embarrassment into it.
And Williamson says that means it doesn't give kids the chance to learn words they need to use in case they are ever hurt or something bad happens to them. So she encourages parents to do away with the nicknames.
Other words that could be mistaken, and they tell somebody something's happened to them, they may not actually understand, and so the child may think that they told an adult or they told somebody who could help them, but then nothing is happening.
Some moms we talk to tell us they think it is a good idea, but say they feel awkward doing it themselves. So how do you have that very important conversation with your kid?
Have that conversation when you're doing bath time or if you're changing diapers. Have the conversation of these are private parts and these are parts that you should clean, and if you need help, you can ask mom or you can ask dad.
And moms like Ladisaw say it's a quick and easy way to bring it up.
That's a very good idea.
On top of that, when you're having this conversation with your child, medical professionals like Williamson say to let them know where to go and who they can talk to if something does ever happen to them. In Fargo, Melanie Palmer, Valley News Live.
Williamson says when you're having this conversation with your kids, you don't have to bring up the birds and the bees. She says to bring it up naturally and make them comfortable using the real names behind their body parts. Lots of people are making good use of all the snow we have, and we have a lot, don't we? Including Larry Natras of Mahnomen, Minnesota. He made this snow dragon recently. 20 feet of snow sculpture relaxing in the yard, complete with teeth, a tail, and some color. Today was nice, double digits above zero. Hutch, it sounds like we're heading back to the colder temps.
Indeed. In fact, it's getting chilly out there right now. The wind has tapered off as well, with much of the day spent with about 20-mile-per-hour winds from the northwest. There's clearing across much of North Dakota, but we still have some clouds from the valley and points east. Still winds between 5 and 15 miles per hour, but that trend is going to continue as the winds decrease overnight. Now, it does look like temperatures will slip between 5 and 15 below in North Dakota. A little milder as we go towards morning in Minnesota, but still near zero. Some of those wind chills as well in the morning will be 20 to 30 below, so prepare for that. We do have some snow in your forecast, and it will arrive by tomorrow night for some of you. I'll have the latest in your hour-by-hour forecast here in just a few.
All right, thanks, Hutch. A warning tonight from police after several counterfeit $100 bills showed up at businesses in Grand Forks County. Police are encouraging businesses to scrutinize any large bills, and they're reminding you the funny money looks and feels similar to real bills, but these fake bills have a small symbol on the left and right side on the front. If you spot a counterfeit bill, police say get a description of the vehicle the suspect is driving, but don't confront them. A benefit that was helping raise money for a man who is a convicted sex offender is now canceled. The benefit was supposed to be this Saturday at the American Legion in East Grand Forks for 54-year-old Brett Rowley. It was a spaghetti feed to help with hospital costs after Rowley suffered a massive heart attack. The American Legion told Valley News Live they don't know why the benefit was canceled. Court records show Rowley recently failed to register as a sex offender. A judge has sentenced a West Fargo man to 1 year in prison and 2 years of probation after his 8-month-old daughter drowned in a bathtub. 28-year-old Spencer Foner pleaded guilty to negligent homicide in November. Foner told police he put his daughter in a device that allows very young children to sit up in a tub, ran the water, and then went to the kitchen for no more than 5 minutes. When he returned to the bathroom, the child was floating face up. A split-second decision this morning left an area woman with no car and no purse. She left her car running and unlocked while she ran into a gas station in Moorhead. But that opened up a window of opportunity for a thief to hop in and take off. Valley News Team's Katie Opperly sat down with the woman and heard how Moorhead police quickly turned this story from bad to good.
I ran into the back, I got a cup of coffee, I paid for it, I turned around, walked out the door, and my car was gone.
And just like that, in the matter of minutes, Tracy Kurth's worst nightmare had become a reality. Her car had been stolen, with her purse still inside.
My passport, my driver's license, my social security card.
All gone in the blink of an eye. Moorhead police were immediately called to the scene.
She was taking the report, and while she was taking the report, they called and said they had found my car and they had the person who had stolen it.
Police were quick on their feet, using store surveillance to find 32-year-old Brandon Wraiths. Wraiths attempted to flee and led police on a short chase before losing control and ending up stuck in a snowbank off of the westbound I-94 ramp.
They recovered everything. They were so fast and just really awesome with how they came together and got all of my stuff back.
Kurth's car and every belonging left inside was returned to her within a couple of hours of the incident. She says she is incredibly thankful that all her worries were quickly relieved by the hard work of police.
I'm so grateful to them for what they've done. I've always appreciated them, but I've come to appreciate them just a little bit more now.
Even though this story has a happy ending, it serves as a reminder. Leaving your car running isn't worth the risk of having your vehicle and your belongings stolen. In Moorhead, Katie Opperly, Valley News Live.
Brandon Wraiths is now in custody, being held on charges of possessing a stolen vehicle, possessing a controlled substance, and possessing a stolen property. The investigation into this incident is ongoing. Now is a good time to double-check your transaction history for your bank account. This after Grand Forks police say there's an uptick in reports of unauthorized transactions. Police say the account holders are typically unaware of the transactions until they review their statements or they get a notice from their bank about suspicious activity. This includes both withdrawals and deposits made without the account holder's knowledge. If you see any suspicious activity on your bank account, call your bank right away. North Dakota's breastfeeding law will remain as it is. By nearly a 2-to-1 margin, the House voted down a bill that would have eliminated language that required a nursing mother to be discreet and modest while feeding a baby in public. The House also overwhelmingly defeated a proposal to create 2 boards of higher education, one for NDSU and one for UND, and the other for the state's 9 other colleges and universities. It would still have needed voter approval because it required a change to the state's constitution. 24 hours after a young boy was cut in the neck by a hockey skate, parents are still uneasy, saying this could have happened to their child, and now they want to do something about it. One thing that can make hockey safer for players, neck guards. Currently, they're not required by Fargo or Moorhead youth hockey teams or by USA Hockey, but that hasn't stopped them today from picking up those neck guards for their players.
When you talk to a young child about it and you say, this happened in Fargo, I definitely saw my child, his eyes opened up, and I said, I really want you to wear that neck guard. And he goes, yes, Dad, I definitely will.
We reached out to the Fargo Youth Hockey Association to see if they're considering a rule change that would require players to wear neck guards. We were waiting to hear back. Your Valentine may be adorable, but maybe not this adorable. These newborns wearing Valentine's Day outfits are in the neonatal intensive care unit at Blank Children's Hospital in Iowa. They are 10-day-old twins, Grace and Quinn, and they don't seem to mind playing dress up. Blank Children's Hospital is helping babies in the NICU celebrate their first Valentine's Day by providing outfits like these.